Hey everybody, my name is Evie. I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I went to Deal Island, Maryland last year, June, and I was on vacation at a B&B. The grass was really tall. The day that I left, I felt something on the back of my neck, reached back there, pulled it off, and it was a tick. Threw it out the window. Never thought nothing of it. August 6th, I started breaking out in hives, head to toe. Didn't know what the hell it was coming from. So over the next few months, I just had hives all the time. I changed my laundry detergent. I changed my body soap. I changed everything. I couldn't think of anything else to try. I work on an ambulance full time, and so I was going to work looking like I should be the patient most days. I mean, just covered. It never affected my airway. What it did do was give me really bad chest pain. Felt like I was having a heart attack. I would throw a 12 lead on myself, make sure I wasn't having a heart attack. Just wasn't sure what that was all about. Well, one day on my Facebook page, one of my doctor friends, he said, "Evie, have you been bit by a tick?" I said, "Yeah, in June." He said, "You need to go be tested for alpha-gal." So I start Googling, what the hell's alpha-gal? Well, I found it. So I started noticing every time I ate meat, a few hours later, there I would go. It would start at my feet. The top of my feet would start itching. My ankles would itch, and it would travel all the way up. So I went to an allergenist, and I had them test me for alpha-gal. They said that was a problem with the lab. My alpha-gal came back negative, which is absurd because there's no other explanation for what I had. I could eat anything in the world, but if I ate red meat or pork, you guarantee 4 to 5 hours later I was covered. So I got put on all kind of allergy medication, antacids. I've taken more Benadryl in the last year than the law should allow. My liver is probably shot. And I heard about the LaBelle Clinic in Virginia Beach. It was acupuncture, herbal medicine. I'm like, there's no way in hell a needle is going to work. There's no way. But I called the doctor's office. They explained to me how they do the procedure, how they do the testing for alpha-gal, which has nothing to do with blood work, and what they do to treat it. So I went to Virginia Beach 3 weeks ago Wednesday. When I sat down in the office, he ran a test on me. He had a little plastic vial full of liquid. It said meat something on it. It was like a synthetic meat. It never came in contact with my skin. It was sitting on the table in front of me. He had me hold my finger and thumb together as tight as I could, and he takes 2 fingers and tries to pull them apart. Well, if you don't have any allergy, it's really hard to pull your finger and thumb apart. So he had a hard time pulling it apart. The second he put that synthetic meat container in my left hand, he could open my right hand like it wasn't nothing. I could not hold my finger and thumb together. So I thought, well, maybe just I've got this thing in my left hand, so I'm not thinking. So I'm like, all right, here we go. I'm gonna do it this time. All right, okay, ready, go. And he opens it right up. So I absolutely have the alpha-gal allergy. Then he took me over to a table. He put a metal rod on my chest and a metal rod in my hand, which represents your fight or flight, epinephrine, norepinephrine. And he takes a probe and he goes in your ear. Kind of the same way your feet work with acupuncture, and they can fix or trigger different parts of your body. They found that in your ear it does the same thing. So they go in and they correlate what spot in your ear connects to your liver, because that's the problem that we have. Is humans, monkeys, and apes do not have alpha-gal in our body, but red meat and pork does. So once that tick bit us with that alpha-gal sugar, put it in us, our body recognized it as an invasion, went crazy, and then it sits in your liver and it lies dormant. Every time you eat meat, as it starts to break down and those sugars start breaking down, your body now notices it as a trigger, and it causes an allergic reaction, some worse than others. And they vary. Some people throw up, some people go into straight anaphylaxis, some people have, like myself, some people have all of them, I'm sure. There's not a lot of research done on this. Anyway, he found the spot. He did some kind of therapy in my ear that went directly to my liver, and he put 2 needles in my ear that were smaller than the size of an eyelash. It was a tiny little prick, didn't really hurt, and he taped them down. He said, all right, you wear these in your ear for 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, you can take them out and start eating meat. Eat a little piece of meat one day, wait a couple days, eat another little piece of meat. So I'm going to be honest, I was a bad patient. The day that I went to Virginia, I thought, well, this is the last time I can eat meat. So since I don't get anaphylaxis, I only get hives. Me and my friend stopped at a pizza parlor and we got a Works pizza. So I ate it. Well, I had my acupuncture done probably an hour and a half after that. So I get back to North Carolina, didn't take any allergy medicine. The next day I itched a little bit, but I never got any hives. And I thought, that's weird. This thing working already? So dumb old me, I'm like, well, okay, I guess that means I can eat some meat. So that was on Wednesday. So on Saturday, I got a sausage, egg, and cheese empanada. I ate that. Not a hive one. On Monday, I said, I'll eat a hot dog. Not a hive one. Well, Wednesday, I got a little crazy, and I made some barbecue ribs. On Thursday, I got a couple of hives on the top of my foot and on my ankle, and they stopped. I took my allergy medicine, it was gone. And I said, well, I better not eat any more meat. So I didn't eat any more meat the rest of my procedure. I was good. So my needles came out that Wednesday, last week Wednesday, and I figured I would try something. So I stopped and got a cheeseburger from McDonald's. Haven't had a hive yet. Met some friends for lunch on Friday. I ate spaghetti, beef spaghetti. Not a hive, not a itch, not a nothing. The next day I had a son of a baconator with bacon and beef. Never had a hive. So I just wanted to share my experience with you guys. This stuff is working. I mean, before I would have been covered. I would have been tore slam up. So the procedure is $200 to $225, depending on if you're allergic to red meat and pork or one or the other. The office works out payment arrangements with you. I'm not making any commission off of Dr. LaBelle. This is strictly because I know how miserable this thing is. People's children have it. People have it. I don't know if anybody loves bacon as much as I do, but that is my middle name. So for $200, I figured, shit, why not try it? I don't have anything to lose. $225, I would have paid $10,000 to know that this procedure works the way that it does. Follow me on my journey, guys.